History is replete with enigmatic figures. Few capture the imagination quite like Thoth. Thoth's legacy is a mystery composed from myth and history, from ancient Egypt to whispers of Atlantis. Known as the Master of Knowledge, the Keeper of Secrets, and the Scribe of the Gods, Thoth is still considered by many to be all these things, and more even now in groups of esoteric seekers today. Our journey into the heart of Thoth's mysteries begins in ancient Egypt. The story of Thoth is linked to the legend of Atlantis, an advanced civilization described by Plato. In the Critias, where Plato describes the fall of Atlantis. But when the divine portion began to fade away in them, being diluted too often and too much with the mortal admixture, and the human nature gained the upper hand, they, being unable to bear their fortune, behaved unseemly. And to him who had an eye to see grew visibly debased, for they were losing the fairest of their precious gifts. But to those who had no eye to see the true happiness, they appeared glorious and blessed at the very time when they were full of avarice and unrighteous power. He continues in Timaeus, but afterward there occurred violent earthquakes and floods, and in a single day and night of misfortune, all your warlike men in a body sank into the earth, and the island of Atlantis in like manner disappeared in the depths of the sea. The emerald tablets, central to Thoth's legacy, are believed to have originated in Atlantis, hinting at knowledge beyond our comprehension. Thoth's escape from Atlantis to Egypt ensured that its wisdom would continue, even as his homeland faded into legend and was lost to the sea. Thoth's association with Atlantis adds intrigue to his persona. As an Atlantean priest-king, Thoth would have been privy to advanced knowledge and spiritual enlightenment. The cataclysmic destruction of Atlantis causes us to pause and reflect on perhaps the same fate might be brought upon ourselves through our own hubris and a reckless disregard for higher, more holy endeavors. Thoth embodies the archetype of the wise sage, the keeper of ancient secrets. His teachings have been passed down through millennia. The emerald tablets attributed to Thoth is an esoteric sacred text. It outlines Thoth's journey, his musing about his people and secret knowledge gleaned from ancient and high stations. These tablets contain a distillation of Atlantean wisdom, covering topics from the nature of reality to the journey of the soul. Thoth teaches that we are eternal souls on a journey of growth and expansion, offering guidance for unlocking our full potential. Some accounts describe Thoth leading followers to Egypt, sharing his wisdom, and laying the foundation for their civilization. In Egyptian mythology, Thoth is depicted as the scribe of the gods, responsible for recording their deeds. As the god of time, Thoth was also associated with the cycles of the moon and the stars, further cementing his reputation as a master of knowledge. Thoth occupies a unique position in Egyptian mythology marked by his connection to Atlantis. He was a mediator and counselor, sought for his wisdom in matters of divine justice and cosmic balance. Thoth's close connection to human endeavors solidified his position as a revered deity. Central to Thoth's legacy is his role as the inventor of writing. The Egyptians viewed hieroglyphs as a magical language, capable of influencing the spiritual world. Thoth's gift of writing fostered a culture of learning and intellectual exploration in ancient Egypt, shaping its cultural heritage. Master Builder, Pyramids and Sacred Geometry. The majestic pyramids of Egypt stand as enduring symbols of a civilization that sought to touch the heavens. These monumental structures, aligned with astonishing precision to the celestial bodies, were not merely the graves for kings, but testaments to the ancient Egyptians' advanced knowledge of astronomy, mathematics, and sacred geometry. Legend attributes much of this knowledge to Thoth, the master builder, the architect of cosmic order. The pyramids become earthly reflections of celestial patterns, expressions of divine knowledge made manifest in stone. The Great Pyramid of Giza exhibits the golden ratio, or phi in its design, a mathematical proportion of 1.61. It is found throughout nature and is revered for its aesthetic harmony. The pyramid's alignment with the stars, particularly Orion, suggests an advanced understanding of astronomy. By aligning the pyramids with specific stars, they created a symbolic link between the earthly realms and the heavens. The Ibis-headed deity, symbolism, and significance. Thoth's depiction as a man with the head of an ibis is rich in symbolism, reflecting his multifaceted role within the Egyptian pantheon and the qualities he embodied. The ibis, a wading bird known for its intelligence, grace, and association with water, held special significance in ancient Egypt. Its presence in Thoth's iconography speaks to his role as a mediator between realms, a master of knowledge, and a conduit of divine inspiration. Imagine the ibis, with its long curved beak, probing the depths of the Nile, searching for sustenance. The Egyptians saw this action as symbolic of Thoth's quest for knowledge, his ability to delve into hidden mysteries and bring forth wisdom from the depths of the cosmos. The ibis's association with water further connected Thoth to the life-giving force of the Nile and its annual floods, which brought fertility and abundance to the land. Just as the ibis navigated the waters with ease, Thoth was believed to navigate the complexities of knowledge and cosmic mysteries, bringing forth understanding and enlightenment. The ibis was also associated with the moon, particularly the crescent moon, which symbolized the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. This connection links Thoth to the concept of time, cycles, and the eternal nature of the soul. His ibis head, often crowned with a lunar disk, further emphasized this association, reinforcing his role as a deity who transcended the limitations of the material world. The Emerald Tablets, attributed to Thoth, stand as a testament to a civilization far beyond our own in spiritual understanding. These 12 tablets are said to be composed of a substance impervious to time, hinting at a mastery of matter and energy. Their surface is etched with a language unknown to most, shifting as you gaze upon them. They are deciphered through meditation and intuition, resonating with cosmic energies. The Emerald Tablets are a guidebook for the soul, a cosmic Rosetta Stone, unlocking hidden potentials of consciousness. They speak of a time when humanity possessed knowledge that could reshape existence. Thoth's words urge us to awaken, reclaim our birthright, and align with universal principles. One of the most profound concepts in the Emerald Tablets is the power of thought. Thoth teaches that our thoughts are the building blocks of our reality. Our thoughts, infused with intention and emotion, shape the universe. Imagine your mind extending outward, influencing the energy field. Every thought and emotion sends ripples, attracting experiences. This idea is echoed in various spiritual traditions and quantum physics. Consciousness is a fundamental aspect of reality, shaping our world. Thoth cautions that thought is a double-edged sword. Positive thoughts attract joy and abundance. Negative thoughts manifest suffering and discord. Mastering our minds aligns us with our highest aspirations. The Emerald Tablets do not present a linear view of time, but rather a cyclical one. Thoth teaches that just as the seasons turn and the planets orbit the sun, so too does consciousness move through cycles of growth, decay, and renewal. These cycles can be observed on a personal level, in the ebb and flow of our own lives, as well as on a grander scale, in the rise and fall of civilizations and the evolution of humanity as a whole. Imagine a vast spiral, ever expanding and contracting, each loop representing a cycle of time and a stage of spiritual evolution. Within this spiral, consciousness is constantly in motion, experiencing the full spectrum of duality, from the depths of darkness to the heights of enlightenment. Thoth teaches that we are not bound to repeat the same mistakes of the past, however. With each cycle, we have the opportunity to learn from our experiences, to shed old patterns and limiting beliefs, and to ascend to a higher level of awareness. This process of spiritual evolution is not passive, but requires conscious effort, self-reflection, and a willingness to confront the shadows within ourselves. The Emerald Tablets suggest that humanity is currently at a pivotal point in its evolution, a time of great upheaval and transformation. The choices we make individually and collectively will determine the course of our future, whether we continue down a path of separation and self-destruction, or embrace a new paradigm of unity, love, and co-creation. Alchemy and Transformation. The Inner Work. The Emerald Tablets are steeped in the language and symbolism of alchemy, the ancient art of transformation. While often associated with the transmutation of base metals into gold, alchemy was not merely a physical pursuit, but also a spiritual one. The true alchemists sought to transform themselves, to purify their souls, and attain a state of spiritual enlightenment. Imagine the alchemical laboratory as a metaphor for the inner landscape of the soul. The various elements and processes represent different aspects of our being, our thoughts, emotions, and desires. The goal of the alchemist is to master these elements, to transmute the lead of ignorance and ego into the gold of wisdom and compassion. Thoth, in the Emerald Tablets, provides guidance on this alchemical journey of self-transformation. He speaks of the importance of self-knowledge, of confronting the shadows within ourselves, and of mastering our emotions. He teaches that true transformation comes not from external pursuits, but from within, from a deep exploration of our own consciousness. The alchemical process, as described in the Emerald Tablets, is not for the faint of heart. It requires courage, commitment, and a willingness to face the darkest aspects of ourselves. But the rewards are great. Through this process of inner transformation, we can unlock our full potential, attain a state of spiritual liberation, and become beacons of light in a world desperately in need of healing. The Emerald Tablets, particularly attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, describe a foundational principle of alchemy and the process of transformation. The most famous of these is the Tablet of Hermes, or Tabula Smaragdina, which outlines the concept of as above, so below, a key to understanding the unity between the material and spiritual realms. In the context of the alchemical process, the Emerald Tablets highlight the transformation of matter and spirit. The primary stages of this process are often linked with the classical stages of alchemy, though interpretations vary. These stages generally include 1. Calcination, burning away. This is the process of breaking down the ego or impurities. In alchemical terms, it refers to heating a substance until it becomes ash or base material. Symbolically, it represents the purification of the spirit by burning away earthly attachments, ego, and ignorance. Next, dissolution, breaking down. Dissolution involves the breakdown of solid structures into liquid. Symbolically, it's the dissolution of rigid beliefs and limitations. In a spiritual sense, it is the melting away of false identity to return to the prima materia, the basic essence of existence. Third, separation, purifying and clarifying. This stage involves the separation of pure elements from the impure. Symbolically, it's the sorting of valuable aspects of the self from what is unnecessary or harmful. It represents the clarity of self-awareness and distinguishing truth from illusion. Fourth, conjunction, union of opposites. The purified elements are then combined to form a harmonious whole. This stage signifies the union of opposites, masculine and feminine, mind and body, spiritual and material. It symbolizes the integration of dualities within oneself to create a balanced and unified consciousness. Fifth, fermentation, transformation. Fermentation introduces new life into the alchemical mixture. It is the spark that ignites transformation, often seen as divine inspiration or spiritual awakening. This stage corresponds to the higher realization or enlightenment in the spiritual journey. Sixth, distillation, refinement. Distillation is the purification of the fermented matter, further refining it into a higher state. Symbolically, it represents the refinement of consciousness, where spiritual essence is distilled from base material. Seventh, coagulation, completion and rebirth. The final stage of the alchemical process, coagulation, is the solidification of the spiritualized essence into a tangible form, symbolizing the achievement of the philosopher's stone. It represents the unification of spirit and matter, resulting in the birth of the immortal self or enlightened consciousness. The Emerald Tablets' key, principles, unity of all things. Everything in the universe, both above spiritual and below material, is interconnected and part of the same divine reality. Transmutation, The goal of alchemy is the transformation of the base into the sublime, often symbolized by turning lead into gold, which is an analogy for spiritual enlightenment. Cycle of creation and return. The tablet speaks of a cyclical process where everything emanates from the One, goes through transformation, and returns to the One, a process mirroring the spiritual journey of the soul. The Emerald Tablet offers both practical and mystical insight into the alchemical great work, the transformation of base materials, lead, into gold, which represents the spiritual elevation of human consciousness. As above, so below. Universal principles. Woven throughout the Emerald Tablets is a profound understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. We come from the same divine source. We embody the same universal laws and principles. We share the same spiritual journey of transformation and evolution. We are part of a cosmic cycle of creation, dissolution, and rebirth. Our consciousness and matter are reflections of the one mind that governs the universe. Thoth teaches that the universe is not a random collection of objects and events, but rather a unified field of consciousness governed by immutable laws and principles. These principles operate on all levels of reality, from the microcosm of the atom to the macrocosm of the cosmos. This concept is often encapsulated in the Hermetic axiom, as above, so below, as within, so without. It suggests that the same patterns and principles that govern the stars and planets also govern our own lives and the workings of our inner world. Thoth emphasizes that by understanding and aligning ourselves with these universal principles, we can harness their power to create positive change in our lives and in the world around us. He teaches that we are not separate from the universe, but rather integral parts of it, our thoughts, emotions, and actions having a ripple effect that extends far beyond our immediate perception. The Emerald Tablets, therefore, offer not just a glimpse into the wisdom of a lost civilization, but also a timeless roadmap for navigating the complexities of life, unlocking our hidden potentials, and fulfilling our destiny as co-creators of a brighter future. Thoth, as Hermes Trismegistus. Thoth's wisdom shaped spiritual traditions across the globe. Hermeticism blends Egyptian, Greek, and Babylonian philosophy. Hermes Trismegistus embodies Thoth's wisdom with Greek concepts. Alexandria was a melting pot of cultures and ideas. Hermes Trismegistus's teachings were passed in secret gatherings, revered as a sage and revealer of hidden truths. The Hermetica explores cosmology, alchemy, and spiritual enlightenment, emphasizing interconnectedness and spiritual transformation. Influenced Western esoteric thought, shaping alchemy and mysticism. The Emerald Tablets, a cornerstone of esoteric thought. While the Hermetic tradition popularized many of Thoth's teachings, the Emerald Tablets themselves remained largely hidden from public view for centuries. Their cryptic language, esoteric symbolism, and the secrecy surrounding their whereabouts ensured that only a select few could access their profound wisdom. Yet, like a seed buried deep within the earth, their influence slowly but surely extended its roots, nourishing the underground streams of esoteric thought. The Emerald Tablets, often copied by hand and guarded jealously, became a prized possession for alchemists, mystics, and those seeking to penetrate the veil of reality and glimpse the hidden workings of the universe. It was not until the early 20th century that the Emerald Tablets began to emerge from the shadows, their text translated and made available to a wider audience. This re-emergence coincided with a growing interest in ancient wisdom traditions, fueled by the discoveries of archaeology, the exploration of Eastern philosophies, and a sense of disillusionment with the limitations of the modern world. The Emerald Tablets, with their timeless message of spiritual evolution, the power of thought, and the interconnectedness of all things, resonated deeply with this burgeoning spiritual awakening. They provided a framework for understanding the hidden forces at play in the universe and offered practical guidance for those seeking to embark on a path of self-discovery and spiritual transformation. Alchemy, astrology, and the search for enlightenment. Thoth's influence on alchemy and astrology is profound. These disciplines were seen as pathways to spiritual enlightenment. Thoth, the alchemist of the soul, inspired seekers of knowledge. Alchemists sought not just to transform metals, but themselves. They saw spiritual forces in the elements. Astrology mapped the heavens and human affairs. Thoth, linked to the moon, guided star interpretation. Alchemy and astrology emphasized correspondence. The microcosm reflects the macrocosm. This interconnectedness revealed the hidden order of creation. Theosophy and the modern revival of ancient wisdom. The late 19th and early 20th centuries witnessed a surge of interest in esoteric traditions, fueled by a desire to reconcile science and spirituality, explore alternative realities, and reconnect with the wisdom of ancient cultures. Theosophy, a spiritual movement founded by Helena Blavatsky, played a significant role in this revival, drawing inspiration from Eastern religions, occult traditions, and the writings of ancient sages, including Thoth. Imagine a gathering of seekers drawn together by a thirst for knowledge and a longing for spiritual connection, their discussions filled with references to ancient texts, lost civilizations, and the possibility of hidden masters guiding humanity's evolution. Blavatsky, in her seminal work, The Secret Doctrine, presented a vast synthesis of spiritual teachings, drawing heavily on Eastern concepts of karma, reincarnation, and the evolution of consciousness. She identified Thoth as one of the ascended masters, enlightened beings who had transcended the limitations of human existence and continued to guide humanity from higher realms of consciousness. Theosophy's emphasis on the universality of truth, its embrace of ancient wisdom traditions, and its belief in the potential for human evolution resonated with many seeking a spiritual path in the modern world. Thoth's teachings, woven into the fabric of theosophical thought, found a new audience eager to explore the mysteries of consciousness, the power of thought, and the interconnectedness of all things. Thoth's wisdom transcends time, culture, and language. Revered as an Egyptian deity or Hermes Trismegistus, his message resonates with seekers of knowledge and wisdom. His teachings guide us towards understanding ourselves and the universe. Imagine a world embracing Thoth's principles of harmony and balance. where thought is harnessed for the greater good and spiritual enlightenment is valued above material wealth. Thoth's legacy challenges us to question our assumptions and delve into the mysteries of consciousness and the universe. His message of unity and compassion offers hope for a brighter future. Whether Thoth was a real person or an archetype, the most important journey we will ever undertake is the journey inwards. The search for wisdom, for enlightenment, for a deeper understanding of ourselves and the universe. Think for a moment that the wisdom of Thoth is not something external to be sought after, but rather a latent potential that resides within each of us. Imagine that the emerald tablets are not physical artifacts, but rather metaphors for the hidden chambers of our own consciousness, waiting to be unlocked. The true legacy of Thoth lies not in the temples he may have built, the texts he may have written, or the historical records that may or may not corroborate his existence. His true legacy lies in the spark of curiosity he ignites within us, the thirst for knowledge he awakens, and the invitation he extends to embark on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual exploration. The quest to unravel the mysteries of Thoth is ultimately a quest to unravel the mysteries of ourselves. It is a journey of self-reflection, of confronting our shadows, of expanding our awareness, and of aligning ourselves with the universal principles that govern all of creation. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.